mascots in here?
I love that's what the first thing that we're recording is Nick going, oh! All right, we got a full house today. Hey, Nicky G's on my side of the room. Get him out of here. He's crying.
No.
He keeps putting his foot on my side.
Don't make me turn this car around.
Yeah, we almost had the entire cast here because I don't know, Scott hasn't been here in a while, so we're just gonna say we got all the hosts here today. Yeah, we got Nick. We got Nicky G.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay, those two sounds are not going together too well. And then we got the long lost 2 weeks in a row, gone, disappeared from the light. Actually, people don't notice because I've been putting up your Castlevania stuff, but Dustin!
I'm all alone.
Yeah, Dustin, we're going to need to record more Castlevania stuff because I got like one more episode and then we're out of those, so.
All right.
You need to let me know another day you got off, and then we'll get some more Castlevania Symphony tonight. Dustin was all so saying he could do it in 30 episodes. So we're gonna see. Or am I just making shit up, trying to put some suspense to it? But I don't know.
That's cool. I hold my word on that. I got that shit.
All right, 30 episodes. He's only on episode 5 currently. So, all right, well, technically 6, but you people have only seen episode 5. So, yeah.
The percentage so far, because I don't keep up with our stuff.
Yeah, why not, dude? Come on. It's not like you don't like hearing your own voice over and over, because I sure get sick and tired of hearing mine.
Dude, I recorded episode 3. That's all I did. You guys moved on without me.
Well, it's because moved on without you.
Without me.
I'm sorry, Mr. 3 episodes of Serious Sam, 2 episodes of Dynasty Warriors. We didn't wait for Dustin on that one either. I have to take what I can get on the times I can get them. And Nicky G, who's still chained to his basement with Buffalo Bill, can't get him out of the house to save his life.
I have to wait till I get skinned first.
Dude, that's such a weird thought. All right, how's everyone doing?
Barbecue.
Whoa. Dude, what?
Fucking tastic.
Cannibalism. It's okay. Sometimes.
Cannibalism? So how you doing there, Dustin? Eat anybody?
Just remember,
I
Dustin,
was hanging out with
you eat.
Santa the other day.
You did what the other day?
I was hanging out with Santa.
Oh, I almost fell. I was like about to say, wait, you serious? Like, did you find some mall Santa or something?
I was the fat bastard.
Yeah, I know. Did you give him
He's all about
cookies?
elf slavery and shit. I don't know. Cool,
I
though.
really want to see that version of Santa where, like, you know, he's like whipping the shit out of the elves, you know. They may be making him fight for his entertainment. He's just sitting there like, now you two of you must fight. An elf doesn't do well enough and maybe he gets sent to the mines.
Yeah, he found the Philosopher's Stone, crushed it up into tiny little flakes, and fed it to his elves. So now they're immortal, but they ain't doing too hot.
I thought you were saying he was getting them hooked on some stone. It's just like they're a bunch of crackhead elves. He's like, you want some more product? You gotta make more toys. Hey, these kids like their Xboxes now. You better learn how to make them. Hey,
Yeah, dude, you think Snap, Crackle, and Plop comes from the name? Nah, dude, they're coke addicts.
Crackle? That's just kind of his own way of saying he loves crack. The other two doesn't really make any sense for any drug jokes. But anyways, yeah. Woo!
Dude, he's popping a bowl.
Okay,
and
popping some pills. Yeah, sure.
Or pill, sure, okay, whatever.
Pills make more sense.
And
Pills make more sense, yeah.
Snapping turtles. I don't know.
Or he could be, I don't know, snapping the little elastic around his arm.
Still snap.
Oh, anyways, folks, yeah, you are also, in case you're new to this show and you've never heard us before because you're just finding us out now, you're listening to the Bloody Screen Podcast! And we talk about video games, not just drugged up elves. You know, we talk about some of them goddamn video games where, it's video games, and we're in the slowest month in gaming history, motherfucker. Like, seriously.
I don't know, dude. I think December 1942 was pretty slow.
Okay, I say the gaming
Game-wise.
history. Gaming history. games weren't around until the 80s, so...
Sure they were. Games around since the Stone Ages. They just weren't realized.
Okay, alright. I should have... Mr. I have to make sure you're being completely correct on what you said.
Mahjong, dude.
Alright. So, who's in for some video game sell chart there, boys? No one? Alright, that's all. Why not? Because now we could just talk about more Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing!
Europe's top 5 just because... Nope, they still have Animal Crossing. God damn it! I don't want to talk Animal Crossing! Okay, fuck it. Number 5, Animal Crossing. A game that
Yeah. Hey, the new Super Smash Brothers is gonna have the Animal Crossing villager as a playable character.
Okay.
It's also gonna have yoga instructor from Wii Fit.
You know what this is telling me, guys? That the new Super Smash Bros. Kinda ran out of fucking characters. They're like, well, we kinda blew our load with Brawl. What else can we use?
Brought it back with Mega Man.
They did bring Mega Man, I saw that, I did see that. But,
I don't think they're bringing Snake back, though. I don't think they got the rights to him.
Again? Oh, wow, that's bullshit. Snake was the only one he kinda sucked at all, I'm not gonna lie. He wasn't the best, because I know how to play him. I don't know about you guys. Real quick, since, Dustin brought that up. Who's your favorite person to play in Super Smash? Mine, it's Fox.
Which game are we talking about? Overall?
Mine, I like Fox.
Oh.
Mr. Game & Watch, fucking cool.
Of course you have the most bland of them, but alright. Nick.
I will say in Brawl, it was definitely Meta Knight, but in Melee, the one I still own, it's, Zelda.
Zelda? Huh. What about you, Nicky? You played Smash of the Bros?
This was a long time ago, but I think Donkey Kong, just because he had that freaking smash. I guess they all have to smash on. Smash.
Well, I know what you're talking about, where he bangs on the ground. Yeah. Nicky J, I was for half a second, you're gonna be like, yeah, I really like it when they have, the Rayman in it, and when you just have no idea what you're when they had, Raiden from Metal Gear, yeah, that was kinda cool. At number 5's Animal Crossing, Amish game for Amish people, whatever, I don't fucking care. I know, Nick, it's not what the game's about, but whatever.
We went from a game about animals crossing the road to Amish people.
I fucking know what it's about. I don't know. And I know I could have fixed this dilemma by watching a video on it, but I don't care what it's about. It's stupid. Okay, number 4 is a game that Nick is still currently playing because it's actually a rather long game, but it's fucking great.
Also, I don't get a lot of time to play.
The Last of Us is, it's hanging in there. Well, while it should, because, it's the only game that's really, in my opinion, that's came out this almost, except for Deadpool. Don't worry. But, yeah. Dustin, you like Last of Us and all that.
Last of Us, number 1 game worth buying, in my opinion.
Let's not.
Yes. I bought for the new $60 bullshit price, and I was happy about it.
Games have been $60 for a while.
Yeah, but more recently, I've decided that's entirely bullshit.
Welcome to our world.
That's fucking man. Why are they 6? They've been that way for 2 console generations.
Bullshit, I say.
But yeah, no, I agree with you.
4 games were like $30.
Dustin, you know what? I agree with you though. I think AAA games like Last of Us and Last of Us, the Assassin's Creed, Call of Duties, those can be $60 because they have a lot of development money into them. But games that maybe aren't gonna sell well, like hell, even Deadpool. I hate to say it, that game probably didn't best market. With just dropping $10 off, I think that's perfect. And then at $50 or some games like those HD collections being $40, that is right up my alley. That is perfect. I'm like, yes. Price drop it, especially if it's the HD collections, because people have already played games.
Possibly.
So you're not most likely anything new to the table. You're not taking a big development. You're doing upping graphics. You're not changing the gameplay at all.
Not even upping graphics a lot.
Yeah, no, like some of the HD collections I've played, like I hate the Devil May Cry's.
They still like ass.
Yeah, I'm like, did you even do anything, or did you just add achievements to it? Like, what did you do to this game to make it HD? Because
although I will admit, the Resident Evil 4 HD looks so much better than the original, which is what you're playing.
No, the I was playing. I got some other shit. HD, and I hate to say it because I'm not the biggest fan of the game. is the Halo. Because they just went in there and they revamped the whole
It also 10 years to do it.
I don't know, did you, it take them 10 years to do it. They weren't certain on that right after Halo was released. Like, okay, Halo just got done. How about we make an HD version? What's HD? You'll find out soon enough, buddy. They weren't
but not like with, I know with Resident Evil 4, the on the Xbox it comes with the Ada side story, and that's not HD, so I see the difference and just, holy crap, is it blurry and disgusting looking.
Is it also in letterbox as well?
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. It's like it's the DLC before DLCs came out where they just re-released the game with bonus content.
Yeah, exactly.
But the HD collection has that bonus content. Mm-hmm. But they didn't make it HD for some stupid-ass reason.
And I don't, fuck if I know, dude.
Like, I mean, it's still technically HD because it has it's widescreen, but there's no, you can really see a difference in graphics.
Nice. Alright, yeah. Anyone else? Yeah, Nikki G, any thoughts on Age real quick?
I haven't really played. I was thinking about getting the Jak and Daxter ones. Like, I know you rented it from what I heard from the playthrough, the Serious Sam playthrough, but because I played like just about all those games except the racing one. So I was thinking about going back and buying that, but for the most part, not big on just going out and buying them.
Yeah, understandable. And hey, Nikki G, let's our shit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not chained to a basement all day, okay? I got other shit too.
I mean, great, I understand why you didn't listen to that one, because you were, like, fucking there, so. Unless I found myself doing something horrible sometimes when I'm editing those. I'll be, like, trying to lip sync them, and I'll hear a joke that I make, and I laugh.
It's good to laugh at your own jokes.
I'm just sitting there and just like, did I seriously just laugh at my own fucking joke right there?
I don't know, I feel like they're going, konnichiwa!
Oh, that's probably, God. I'm surprised we didn't get a bunch of dislikes on that one.
Make that ass crap!
Number 3, NCAA Football 2014. Yep, it's a NCAA game. Woo!
It's football. That's all you need
football.
to know.
College football.
New features. Holy shit.
It's got new rosters and better graphics that are slightly different than the other game. Whoa!
They're slightly better with updated rosters, even though you can't see the players. Whoa!
And yet everyone in the goddamn audience and crowd are the same. All they do is stand up, cheer, and sit down.
Well, not only are they the same, but you kind of, if you pay attention, because I've had that time on some of these games, where you use the pattern of, like, oh, there's pink shirt, green shirt, yellow shirt, pink shirt, right? Oh, they're just doing pattern here. I had a cousin of mine who really liked playing football games and stuff, so occasionally every time I would be over his house when I was younger, he'd be like, yeah, man, let's some football, and he'd just beat me in, he'd be like, yeah, man, you're kind of bad at this. I'm like, oh shit, I'm used to killing things. I'm passing ball.
How do you feel about Blitz?
Blitz was alright. Blitz was alright. I actually kind of wanted to do more of that Warhammer version, which was called Blood Bowl, where it was a bunch of orcs and elves. I know I sound so nerdy right now. I want a bunch of orcs and elves with swords and stuff, and football, and the other, yeah, basically. But I didn't hear good about Blood Bowl, so yeah. Honestly, me with sports games, I'm more coordinated in real life than I'm in a sports game.
This is what I do.
Basically, I'm like a Jerry Lewis down there. I'm just like my character's juggling the ball. Like, your character can't even be prone to do that? I don't know. And somehow I'd always pick the wrong play. I don't know. I'm just terrible. Number 2 is a 3DS game that's totally Japanese. Shin Megami Tensei 4. Yeah, I don't know. Shin Megami Tensei.
A appropriate pronunciation, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Japanese 4. Okay. It's a Japanese 3DS game that somehow is number 2 right now in the US top sellers. I'm not looking at the global shit, which would make sense. No, this is the US. And so I'm quite amazed. Someone actually bought a game I couldn't even pronounce. I didn't, I bust in here. I love how I just pointed even though no one's there. I don't think either one of us like playing JRPGs, do we?
No. Except for Kingdom Hearts.
Nikki G, you play JRPGs?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not a Jew rock and roll either. Number one is, well, NCAA Football 14. Yeah, sports games, as we made before. Okay, I got a bone to pick with you, VGCharts.com. Don't give me two different numbers if they're the same goddamn game. I don't care if they're on different consoles, just put them together. Smush. It's the same fucking game. I don't care if the PS sold less than the Xbox 360 version. Just,
this Brewster sucks.
NCAA. I know, honestly, just make it look better and maybe like, whoa, NCAA football sold an amazing amount. It's not like they had two different teams. Like one team working on the 360 version, they made this much money. And yeah, it's the only place though that has the charts, so VG charts. So I'm just kind of like, motherfucker. Whatever. Yeah. So, you know what time it was? It's time once. It could be, yeah, sure.
Adventure time?
It's time for some news. It's time for some goddamn news.
Tea time?
There, Jesus Christ. Try to. I've already told you what time it was.
12:24.
All right.
Every time?
Anyways, I'll wait for you guys to stop figuring out
time. Clobbering time. It's clobbering time.
There you go. It's clobbering time. That's exactly. You know what time it is, guys. It's totally different. It's clobbering time. Yeah. God damn it. All right. So Saints Row 4 has been getting a lot of shit. You know what this means, though, guys? It's gonna be fucking good. Yeah, I mean, with them having to release a different version, an edited version to Australia, because there are a bunch of
Australia always has to have edited versions. Same like the Left 4 Dead, they had to edit that one. Even the cover wasn't allowed to have blood on it.
I know. They had to have the fun to cover. I was like, that just looks weird.
I mean, that took away all the fun of the cover of having the thumb ripped off.
If I lived in Australia, I'd be kind of insulted that my government did not think I was old enough ever to. I wasn't, I guess, mentally mature
granted, you, Brandon, most people aren't sadists like you and me. Like, I was talking about this yesterday where the scene in Modern Warfare 2 where you get to shoot up an airport, I fucking love that part of the game.
Jesus Christ.
America!
I didn't mind that part of the game. Like, I played it because I'm not a pussy. Like, if you skip that, I'm sorry, you're a fucking pussy. I don't want to see that, no! But I don't know. I still get, everyone heard me. I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago where I basically had an orgasm here talking about that God of War 3 scene. But
yeah.
It's just one of those things where that didn't, violence in video games doesn't do anything for me. But that's kind of what this is about. It's been having a lot of a negative impact for one reason. So 4 has been really having a fucking negative impact. And that's for the dildo weapon. They have a...
You mean its signature weapon?
Yeah, they have like a dildo weapon that's going on. That's not really that big of a deal. And it's just like freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. Even Cliffy B, the guy I have a lot of respect for, he's just like, he actually said that, he felt that Saints Row would have been better if it would have been a Michael Mann Heat-esque bank robbery type of game. And the thing is, the developer, Phillips, whatever his name is, he said that somebody else has already makes that game. And he's talking about Rockstar, of course. And it spends 4 times as much money as they do and has staff 4 times our size. We're not going to make a game that somebody else has already played, already has made. Why would we remake something like that? And I was like, that is an excellent point. And this whole article, basically, this guy explaining on how, well, Hollywood can just make the same, this is action, this is this. Sometimes you want to see an action movie. Sometimes you want to see a comedy movie. And that's what this game is. It's a comedy game. That's why it has a crazy dildo and all that.
Like I said, I've never actually played these games, but from what I've heard and seen, this is just the Grand Theft Auto that doesn't take itself seriously.
No, it takes,
I mean, for God's sake, didn't you say the new one has, aliens and shit in it?
Oh, yeah, the new one,
and a 50-foot dead man?
Yeah, 50-foot dead man. You are the president of the United States fighting aliens. I mean, and it has a dildo probe weapon that you shove up enemies' ass and it kills them. I mean, it's not like and the thing, I read a couple articles a couple weeks ago about how people, like Australia was getting pissed off about it. Then they're like, we don't understand why. Because it's not like your character pulls down their pants, you see their, dick hanging out their ass cheeks right there, and you shove the dildo right up their ass, and then, it's nothing like that. It's through the pants. It's nothing, God of War had more, like sex scenes in this game, and yet, that probably game is banned in Australia too. But, it's one of those things where you're just like, come on people, you know what I say for Saints Row? They're getting a lot of, free advertisement right now. Because anybody who's just like, oh, I've never heard of Saints Row, and then they hear, like, all this crazy shit that's going on, they're like, oh my god.
Yeah, 'cause isn't it basically like an M-rated version of Mercenaries and,
GTA?
Bulletstorm.
Okay, it's kind of like, think of, if you take...
The Bulletstorm writing.
Okay, you take GTA, you mix it with some Bulletstorm, and you sprinkle on a little bit of, just crazy, just a little bit more crazy into it, then you have some Saints Row. Because it plays a lot like GTA, because you're a third-person open-world sandbox in a city, and you have, factions, and you got, cops and all that. And then it just goes apeshit crazy with the weapons, some of the missions you have to do. Literally, one of the missions in Saints Row the Third was you drugged up, naked, inside a, weird dominatrix sex dungeon thing, killing people with, killing a bunch of imps. And then the end chase scene of that level is on those, it's like some weird ferry, but it's hooked up to the guy's nipples, and you're making him chase after other ferries that are hooked up to guys' nipples, and then you're shooting. It is fucking nuts, but it's so cool. I've told this story many times. My proudest moment in that game is fighting a bunch of luchadors inside a Mexican arena with a chainsaw while You're the Best Around is playing. Fucking A. The Saints Row the Third is an awesome game. And 4 just sounds like, I don't know, I ask you the question, boys. Do you think it's ever going to get to the point to where it goes too crazy? Where it's just so crazy that it doesn't make any sense anymore?
Probably. If these games are as crazy as you say, someday I will play them, probably 3 and 4. Uh-huh. But if they're as crazy as you say, that means I'm sure each one is trying to top the other one with how crazy over the top it is.
Oh yeah. To my knowledge, the first 2 Saints Rows, Saints Row 1 and 2, kind of just were like a little bit more comedy-based, like Grand Theft Auto. They were a lot like Grand Theft Auto, but with a little bit more jokes. I don't know. Did you play them, Nick?
Saints Row 2 was basically, it wasn't really even a comedy. They had the funny moments in there, but it was actually kind of like a somewhat of a serious, just kind of gang thing, really. I haven't played the first one, but the second one was just kind of somewhat of a serious story. You just kind of come out of a coma, you go back to the city, and you're pretty much trying to regain the city.
Yeah. See, that there just shows you someone when they're developing Saints Row the Third, someone just says, guys, we're just copying GTA. We need to do something different. And when they're like, well, what do you want to do, Phil? How about we make it how about we just take this sack full of cats, we shake them up, we throw some, feline AIDS, we whip it around, beat it to shit, and then we throw it in a thing of, then we throw it in a thing of crazy old people and see what happens. I don't know. And that's just a great image in your head.
And then pop some mushrooms.
And then you got Saints Row the Third. Second news story is kind of one of those things where, only I'm gonna really give a shit. Fuck it.
Well.
What?
I was gonna say, one of the other things, they actually had to take out a mission for the game.
Oh yeah.
Which is it's basically, you pretty much have to do, alien narcotics to obtain certain superpowers. So basically, they had to take out that in order for it to, be sold in Australia.
Well, isn't that going to fuck up the whole storyline then? Because you're just going to have powers for no reason then?
It says in the article that removal will allegedly not impact the game story.
Because, that's also something they're adding. You get superpowers now. They're just... Saints Row the 4 is just fuck it, whatever. And I was so happy. I was sad when THQ went out of business, but... The fact Saints Row got picked up, I was pretty happy. Or Deep Silver, I should say, the company, the developers. They got picked up by, I don't really, does the article you're reading tell you who's the publisher right now?
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Because I know Deep Silver makes the game, but I don't know who publishes it.
Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. You think a country that has is full of crazy people who like to go crocodile hunting would be perfectly fine with a little blood, gore, and sex.
The stereotypes Americans have.
Well, I mean, especially in Europe, like I know in England, they are more restricting on violence than they are nudity.
Yeah.
Well, England, after like 9 o'clock on, cable TV, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know
they can say cunt 400 times in a TV show for shits and giggles.
Actually, that's something everyone kind of criticizes America about, because we're pretty open about violence, because we don't give a fuck about violence. But the moment you show, like, even hint at a dong, you get all those parent right groups, which, wait, has anyone...
And yet we get shows like Breaking Bad that can cuss a lot, even say the fuck word, and in one episode they actually showed tits, full nipple and everything.
Did not know that. I don't know.
I'm sure Dustin remembers that. He's been pretty quiet lately.
Dustin?
Or not.
Dustin!
Speak, boy, speak!
Hello?
Hello, Dustin. Hello, hey, welcome. Welcome.
You didn't hear my aw yeah comment.
Oh, I did not hear anything. All I heard was, and I'm like, okay, alright. Dustin, have you ever played what do you think of the Saints Row thing?
I think it's fucking legit.
There you go. Dustin was going to have you on reviews just to have you say one whole sentence and that's it. Just have you on the review and just be like, hey Dustin, what'd you think of The Last of Us? It was fucking legit. Alright, that's his review.
What you should do, don't even tell anyone he's there with you. Just be talking to yourself and then have Dustin randomly in there. Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
I know. I just want, Dustin, I'm gonna throw you back, you're back on the reviews, buddy. That's all you're gonna do. Just, I'll be talking the whole time and just be like, so what do you think about that, Dustin? Yep. And then just like leave it at that, just one word. I liked it. Yeah, that's your new job, Dustin.
Here's my review of Saints Row 3. Saints Row 3. The third, I mean. Sinister.
Just start picking random adjectives out of your ass.
That word describes it pretty effectively.
Alright, well, anyways, our other news story makes me kind of happy, and I have kind of mixed feelings about this, but Knights Old Republic 3 is in pre-production over at Obsidian. And people have heard me kind of say like, the fucking Obsidian kind of being little assholes about it. But I read this whole article, and they're basically saying, alright, so Obsidian, they kind of dropped the ball a little bit on Knights Old Republic 2. I still personally like it. I think it's probably the only game they've made where I was like, it's fun. And a lot of people, it doesn't compare to the BioWare one, of course. But apparently from what they were saying, Obsidian was they're kind of doing that thing where they were kind of passing the blame off to LucasArts at the time. They were saying how LucasArts wasn't allowing that. They were like, they wouldn't help them out at all. They would just like, they would try to say, hey, LucasArts, or, can we do this? Can we do this? Basically everything they would give is no, don't. And they wouldn't help fund them at all. They were kind of dicking them over. So, I understand people are like, well, the story kind of sucked. The story wasn't as good as the first one, but Knights Old Republic 2 was still had an interesting story. For people who don't know, and you guys can let me know if this sounds interesting enough to you. You play as a ex-Jedi who lost his connection to the Force because you were exiled. And basically, this is, like, all the Jedi are gone because of a civil war that happened, so there's like a handful of them left. And this one Sith basically finds you, and she reconnects you with the Force and has you gather all the Jedi around to, get you to be, like, for a mystery reason that I don't know why I don't feel like spoiling for you guys. But basically it's turns into this whole thing, and it's all about, the referencing these old wars and stuff. I don't know. If that premise sounds interesting to you guys, let me know. Does that sound interesting? Yeah, you play one of the last Jedi around at the time, and you have no connection to the Force, and you're kind of hunting down, you can actually, in the game, you can actually just hunt down the last of the Jedi who, exiled you, and you can kill them if you want, or you can, get all to a meeting and see if they can help fight off the new Sith that's coming. I don't know, Nikki G, Dustin, what does that premise sound like to you?
Sounds like America's history with white people.
Okay. Dustin.
Doesn't sound too bad. Shit.
Yeah, see, I don't know. People were just being a little...
People were bitching about that?
Well, yeah, people didn't like that story. They liked the original Knights of the Old Republic made by BioWare, which, like I said, is a better game, but fucking hey, guys, stop being so picky. Basically, they're saying, with good news for people, this is a minor spoiler for Knights of the Old Republic 1, so, fuck it. You can just mute me, you know that. Knights of the Old Republic 3 is going to be taking place back to Revan, who was the main character of the first game. And basically, it's going to be what happened after the first game to him. Because the second game just kind of, where's Revan at? No one knows, because for whatever reason, they decided not to continue then. But yeah, it's going to do that. It does make me wonder if they're going to keep the same way of fighting, which is, Nick, you played this game, which is a lot like Dragon Age, first one. Dragon Age Origins.
Never got that far.
No, what do you mean you never... You've played Dragon Age Origins.
Yes, but I didn't get that far in the first Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, no, I was just telling you, I was just saying, I'm picturing it's gonna play like that again.
I liked Dragon Age 2 combat more.
I've been actually playing Origins a little bit, and, I like Origins for a few things. Now, Origins may not be the fastest-based combat.
I like the Origins story.
Well, the Origins story. No, the combat is not the fastest. It's not like, oh, you just jam on the X button. But with it being a little bit slower paced, they actually can program certain moves into your character. Like, I'm playing a two-handed, a dagger and a sword character on my character on Dragon Age Origins currently. And, he'll stab a guy in the chest and cut his head off, which, all I had to do was press, just do this attack, and that's all I had to do. But, and you could tell I like the way Origins play. I'm really starting to turn around with Origins just because you have different styles of attack. Like, oh, this one's gonna stun your enemy. It's very more RPG-esque and less action RPG. It's way more into the RPG realm, which, for people who you can't do slow-paced RPG games of any sort, then no, of course that game won't be for you. But
which is kind of how Mass Effect starts off.
Mass Effect 1 or 2?
1.
Or 3? 1. Yeah, sort of. Mass Effect 1 is more, and I've heard people make the argument saying they like Mass Effect 1 the most, being that it is more RPG-based than the other two. But story-wise, the other two are much superior. But
and I don't know, I also say gameplay-wise, because they really cleaned up the controls.
Yeah. Well, yeah, gameplay-wise, they just... Well, in a way, some people... I like the action RPG a lot. I think it's a great concept where I can make my character powerful and yet not have to worry about if I spec'd him correctly,
Yeah, and also being super cinematic.
Oh, yeah, it being super cinematic, I don't have to... And also, let's not say one thing I have against Dragon Age Origins. Fucking voice actor for my character. God damn it, that annoys me. I hate having to be like, oh, I have to read everything I'm choosing, instead of just that wonderful thing BioWare does now, where they're just, pick one of three. Good, bad, ugly.
Great, now they talk. Go.
Yeah, exactly. And then he, you can say, fuck you, and he goes on this whole thing
Bethesda, we're looking at you.
Yeah, Bethesda. Which I kind of understand why games like, even Dragon Age Origins, BioWare says, the reason why we didn't have voice actor for your character is because you could pick male, female, and a bunch of different races who all have different ways that they talk. So we'd have to have, a bunch of different voice actors. But my argument against you guys, BioWare, is, alright, you had a bunch of different voice actors doing all these little side characters. Shit, get their ass over there. Pay them a little bit more. Have them read all the fucking dialogue. Fuck it. You don't need, shit, you probably have to pay them just about as much as you had to pay the dude that had to type out every single fucking sentence. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? You guys play any of those games, Nicky G, Dustin, or are you guys just kind of sitting here while me and Nick talk?
I played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the first one. I haven't played any of the Dragon Ages, but yeah.
Well, are you excited for Knights of the Old Republic 3 then, at all? I mean, did you like the old Knights of the Old Republic enough to be like, oh yeah, 3 is going to be awesome?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played any of the 1 or 2 or anything like that, so, but maybe, depending on how, I'm probably look at the gameplay, and then, if it appeals to me, then, yeah, I'll probably get it.
Alright. Dustin, you?
Nope.
Nope. there, yeah, there's the, I'm liking that Dustin doesn't talk anymore. No, I'm kidding. Nikki G, you got some news, right?
Yes, I got two stories. We kind of already went over the Saints Row, but first one is probably gonna make us somewhat laugh, if not cry. But basically, what?
Or both.
Probably both. Basically, in Japan, they're making a role-playing game titled Kanye Quest.
Oh God.
Does this tell you what you have to do with Kanye West?
Do you get to boo Taylor Swift off stage?
I know. Do you get? Is that like part of your mission parameters? Like try to sneak up and try to get behind Taylor Swift? Just hey, out of the blue. I mean, that's like the only thing Kanye West is famous for people who don't listen to shitty music.
That and he left nasty ass Kim Kardashian in the hospital when she was preggers.
I don't give a shit about that. She's some whore. She's a whore that got famous because she was, fucked some dude. So what?
She's a whore that got famous because her dad was O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
That too. Plus, she has a big ass.
Yeah, full of cellulite and Botox.
I'm not saying it's a real ass. I said it was a big ass. Yeah. So, okay, I gotta ask this, Nikki G.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that news story even talk about besides, Japan's wasting money?
Well, I mean, basically, you're gonna have, guest appearances from, Tupac, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, which, I don't really care about, but basically, you gotta win rap battles, and that's how you get points. And so, yeah, you basically gotta fight different bosses, rap battles, all that shit. I mean, the first thing the thing is, Kanye West he has no real appearance. He doesn't even know about this game for all I know. He probably does by now, but he's not really officiated with it.
An idiot.
And so, all I have to plead to Japan is, please, for the love of God, do not buy the game. Because if it's successful in Japan, Kanye West is going to think he could make a game here.
Oh, God. We're going to see another 50 Cent shit, where he starts trying to be in movies and games and like, oh, look how great I am. Remember that back in the early 2000s when 50 Cent kept trying to do stupid shit like that?
Yep, I played that game.
Blood in the streets game.
Oh God, yeah. Dude, I was a fool and I played that game and I almost wanted to somehow, some way, alright, capture 50 Cent, throw him in the Middle East where all the Taliban are, give him a gun and say, okay, asshole, be a badass. Come on, go fight the Taliban. You're so great. Fight them.
You got shot 9 times. You could take some more punishment.
I know. Oh my God.
It's always surprising when I remember you bought that game and, you don't even like rap.
I never bought that game. I rented that game. For some foolish reason when I was trying to be like, I could try to play everything because on my GameFly I was looking at all the Xbox 360 ones I never played. I was like, I'm going to make it a goal to play every Xbox 360 game. That was a fool's errand. People don't ever try to do that because there's a lot of shit that comes out. And that was one of the biggest piles. But, Nikki G, you mentioned Tupac.
Yes.
All I could say is, please, Japanese developers that are making this game, because I know you listen to us and you understand English perfectly.
They got Google Translate.
For the love of God and all that is holy, please make Tupac a zombie. Because that's the only way that would make sense of why he's rapping with Kanye West.
Or the hologram.
Or the hologram. Make him a robot Tupac where he's just like, what's up, bitches? I'm gonna go dance for Humpty. Some gangster backup dancer. Yeah, that's right, people. Your badass Tupac was a backup dancer for some goofy fucker named Humpty.
The Humpty dances your dance.
Yeah, exactly. The guy used to wear a fake nose and glasses while he sung. He was his backup dancer. And all I could say is, fuck you, Tupac. And if you like Tupac, stop listening right now. I don't want you to listen to my show.
For the next 12 minutes.
For the next 12 minutes. No, please stay. I'm just kidding. No. I know,
Hey, I own one Tupac song.
Which one?
I don't know, fuck.
Is it California Lovin'?
Yeah.
Honestly, the only Tupac song I think is halfway decent is actually Gangster's Paradise.
That's not Tupac.
I thought that was.
Oh, that's Coolio.
I'm white.
Come on, Brad. You don't like California Lovin'?
I don't even know that song.
California knows how to party.
Oh, dude, that song is annoying. Fuck, no. That song annoys the hell out of me. I don't know.
Every song annoys the hell out of you.
No, not my music. My music rocks. Dude, I was playing Batman while listening to some Motley Crue. That is just some kickstart my heart. Oh, yeah. Even though it doesn't match Batman at all, I don't give a shit.
See, I play Batman listening to Hans Zimmer.
That also is acceptable. Anyways, Nikki G, what's the other news story? We got 20 minutes. Keep going, buddy.
I had the article up, but my computer was fucking up. But anyways, Blizzard's new MMO, which I'm not sure if the actual name is Titan, but from what I know, the code name is Titan, so I guess that explains that. But basically, it's going to be unlikely it's going to be a subscription game. So basically,
seriously?
Yeah. So you're not going to have to, pay per month for this game it's going to be unlikely that it's going to be that.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it's going to be likely. I was like, come on, guys. Jesus Christ, Blizzard. You're already rolling in pennies for the WoW shit. But what is Titan exactly? Does it show any screenshots? I haven't heard about. I'm in the PC world. I'm kind of blind to a lot of shit. So.
I don't even know. I've vaguely heard stuff. I think I've maybe vaguely seen stuff on the internet, but I'm imagining it's just another fantasy game. So.
Probably. You think they're trying to set sail to WoW then?
Maybe.
Also, thank you, Nikki G, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you. Because I totally forgot what Dustin did for us. He brought up this, Bethesda. They were having a live gameplay thing of the Elder Scrolls, MMO.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Thank you. Elder Scrolls Online, which will be PS4, Xbox One, and PC, of course. And, motherfucker, that game might be something that is the death of your host here. Because it is an MMO that is like Skyrim, but basically never ends.
Brandon, there's plenty of room down in this well.
I know, basically. Nick, make some room! Land party for life! From what I saw, they did a live gameplay thing, and from what I saw, it plays exactly like Skyrim did. You click the button, he does his attacks. It's just, I'm trying to remember what the hell that kind of gameplay is called. I want to say live action, but it's not live action. It's, I don't know. Help me out, guys. There's only 3 others of you here. Real time. Never mind. Okay, I figured it out. Real time. It's not like your traditional MMO with the action keys and all that. No, it's just exactly like Skyrim. I'm gonna pull out my bow now and just keep firing arrows at this guy. And
so it's everything Fable hoped to be.
Yeah, basically. Except for also, hooray! It's basically the Skyrim game everyone wanted when you're going through these open worlds, but now you can have your friends with you. You'd be like, hey buddy, you wanna go kill some goblins? Fuck yeah, I wanna go kill some goblins?
Yeah, I could see me and Brandon just going on a cross-country, giant hunting mission.
Fuck yes! We'll be known as the Giant Hunters! We'll hunt down those dirty little raggedy bastards!
When this game comes out, I think it'll be about time for Mr. Mittens to make a comeback.
Oh, Mr. Mittens!
Mr. Mittens and Garfieldius?
Yes! Dude, oh yes, I love having the cat people. Yes, we'd have to be the cat people. I was gonna be like, I really hope they bring, it's either cat people or if they have a dwarf, if they bring back the dwarves somehow. Which I understand if you're really into the Elder Scrolls lore, then there are technically no dwarves left. But dude, I would kill to play as a midget through an MMO. Just running around with a big old beard, just with an axe and just going for the knees. Just like, ah! I would just love to go up against a giant and just be like, what do you got there, sonny? And just run at him.
And then an elf comes by with his bow and kills him. That still only counts as one!
Oh god, we're just referencing so much shit right now.
Let's all download the beta.
Do what?
Let's all download the beta.
Can
That's
we?
PC.
Yeah, it is PC though.
You have a PC. You're on it right now.
Yeah.
I know, but my PC is not the fastest. Well,
I don't even have a mouse, so.
Use your mouse pad. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Meh.
I have a spare mouse. I'll let you use it.
Dustin, I just love that. Meh. Do as I say.
Is it an open beta or is it just?
I think you have to apply for a beta key, but
Alright.
I don't know. It's possible.
I'm willing to wait until it comes out on console and it'll be good.
You let me know, Dustin. All right.
They get rid of all the bugs and stuff, you know. And put it console. Did I mention console?
Yes. Okay. So, like, real quick, people, as you probably could guess, Nick is the only one here who really won't even give PC games a chance. He's like, no, fuck it. PC's fucking.
I'll play web games. Do web games count?
No. Those aren't games.
But see, Nick, the difference is on a keyboard you have many more keys. Therefore, you can do many.
See, I like controllers, so suck it.
No, Justin, I understand Nick's argument with the controller thing. Like, most games I like to play, if it has, like, gamepad support, which, you know, basically means I can just hook up my 360 controller, that is awesome.
You can only do it with a wired controller, though.
You can press A and B and X and Y. Whereas on the keyboard, you can press any of the damn keys.
Dustin, though. The problem is, though, my hand is mapped automatically to my controllers. I know how to type and all that on a computer, but it's not mapped to, like, oh, yes, I have to use A to walk and all that. No, that's, you know, it's a completely different way of playing. It really is. Unless you play enough of them, that's the only way you're going to get good at it. But as everyone knows, with my experience with Guild Wars 2, with me being really bad at it when I first started out, rolling around, like, I might as well just throw my axe to the ground and just, like, ran around going, whoop, 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 whoop. I mean, it was, the first time, I did get better at it, it just took a little bit of time. So, it is one of those things where if people who grew up on consoles, they're used to playing consoles, they're not gonna just like, oh, well, PC, of course, you know, it's just one of those things.
By the way, you can get the beta on the PS4 or the Xbox One as well.
Yeah, that's still 3 months away.
So.
Well, then, we'll wait 3 months, we will do the beta, we will play the ever-living shit out of the beta, unless we have a bunch of games coming out, which actually at that time we would. So.
You apply for the beta now and possibly increase your likelihood of getting it.
Yes, possibly. Or we can just wait for the game to come. Shut up.
Oh my god, I did. Shut up.
You know, the only thing is, though, with the PS4, though, I'm going to definitely have to buy myself a headset.
Isn't it just Bluetooth, though?
Yeah, you have to get a Bluetooth headset. I don't have one.
Which, I mean, you can find a cheap Bluetooth headset for like $10.
I know, it's just something I still need to get.
Not, $75 for the plug-in Xbox headset.
Good, no, fuck the way, I'm sorry. I don't want to go on a Microsoft bashing thing again. I mean, just the fact that Microsoft's literally trying everything they can to get people to come back to them. They're like, oh, we got rid of all the crap you guys didn't like. We're gonna up the megahertz. Just tell us what you want.
Lower the price. No, not doing that. Okay, fuck you guys. Later.
I know. We'll have exclusives. No? God damn it!
Sony has more.
Sony has better ones. You only have one game Brandon's interested in. Literally, and that's the Rise, which I'm just like, well, you know what? It's not worth $500.
All you gotta say about the Elder Scrolls Online, I mean, I'm not sure if I saw the same gameplay you did. I mean, this one wasn't really. I mean, was yours a first-person perspective or?
He did first and third.
Well,
he was. They were literally playing the game right there. So.
I saw something where, it was a bunch of players, and some were actually on a wall, and it was really kind of like a battle, kind of like Helm's Deep. I mean, even in WoW, you do have big battles and stuff, and cast walls and kind of stuff, but you can never really hit someone from on top of one. Mm-hmm. So I mean, this one, it's just like shit. I mean, I might have to get this. I'm probably gonna get this one as well.
I have to say though, and I know this might piss off some big, MMO people. This one is going to be, like when you mentioned those big battles, Nick, it's going to be better just for the sole fact of it's not that whole, like, where everything's slowed down because, your character has to, one. This one is just, click the trigger, swing like a madman.
Run away, heal yourself, use a fireball.
I know, fireball, fire hand!
Brandon, stop rolling!
No, well, actually, I don't know. Sometimes when I play Skyrim, I sometimes feel like a dumbass because I'll just run up to an enemy with my swords and stuff and just go, ah! And then even though I could swear to God, I hear some of the computers going like, what the fuck? I can't defend against this. Especially when I'm being my two-sworded hand, like the guy with two swords right now, and I just, they have no idea how to defend against that. They're just like, oh fuck!
As you're just swinging like a madman, not even aiming, just tongue hanging out, drool going down your chin in the wind.
I'm one of the few people I know that plays that game third person, just because I made my character. I want to look at my character. So it does make it a little bit harder to actually. It's not a lack of skill. It's just the fact the game is harder to swing in third person than it is in first. That's just common knowledge for Elder Scrolls. That's always been kind of like, I love the games, but they sometimes have. They're not the best combat system for the most. Sometimes, unless you play as an archer, because that's just aiming.
I mean, first person, the combat's fine.
Well, it's fine, but like I said, it's just, I don't know. I'm not the biggest first person with sword stuff. I don't like that at all.
See, I like being up close, and I mean, granted, it does jump to third person if you do an execution.
Which, God bless them for having executions. I love that. But yeah, Dustin, you're the one that showed us this Elder Scrolls thing. What did you think of it?
I obviously think it's cool, but I mean, I think the combat looks way better than, I could tell significant differences in the combat. Like you said, it looks the same. I thought it looked different. Like, the arrow drawback was way faster. The arrow had much less, delay from the time you release it to the time it hit the target. And I think that's fucking legit, because in Skyrim, that's the thing that annoyed me a little bit, is because the arrow fucking took forever to fly, and then you have to judge the distance and shit. I don't know.
So, well, I don't know. I've never really been much of an archer in Skyrim, so. But, I mean, I do have to say, though, those guys were much better at the. It seemed like they might have made the swinging a little bit better, like with the sword combat, a little bit better in that one, too.
Combat, it seems like they reduced the duration of the swing a little bit, but.
Yeah. I mean, you probably still have your power attacks, too.
Reduce the duration.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is kind of what you have to do. If you're implementing multiplayer, you need to make it a little quicker like that, and
yeah,
that's what they did as far as I could tell. It looked legit.
Now, I don't know, does anyone know if this is going to be one of those MMOs that we have to pay for?
I don't think you're going to have to pay for it.
You think it's going to be free to play, people?
I do.
Yeah.
You buy your copy, then no subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just
Bethesda, dude. I mean, you know how much money they've made? Yeah, we're talking to you, Blizzard.
Yeah, I know. Well, Bethesda, basically, all they have ever... They make 2 games that they actually make. And that's Fallout, Elder Scrolls. It's like literally all they actually develop. Everything else they will either publish it or just, develop another Elder Scrolls. But you know what I hope this MMO doesn't do, though? It doesn't keep them from making any more Elder Scrolls games, Because I still want to see an actual... Because I don't know about you guys, I actually really like the story in Skyrim. Like the main quest. Main quest was pretty damn good.
Hunting dragons.
Yeah, hunting dragons and being the guy who kills dragons. I mean, it's really a simple story, but it was just fucking metal.
Well,
plus, I liked... What?
I was gonna say, well, if you like that, in other news, all Elder Scrolls games are actually in a box set for $80.
Woo! Except for I really only like Skyrim now. I hate to say it, I went back and tried to play Oblivion. It was a little too... It just didn't look good on the eyes, and I never even... Morrowind... when I played Morrowind, I had, I didn't even know what an Elder Scrolls was at the time. I didn't know anything about the series, so I just picked up Morrowind because I had a friend who he's like, oh yeah, this game is so awesome. He lied.
Was it Fagstick?
No. It was one who made up Fagstick. He was just a lying little shithead. who we mentioned in last episode, but I don't feel like talking about him today. Yeah, he told me how great the game was. I picked it up, and literally, I did not know anything about the game, and I just started walking into the wild, and that was my experience. I walk into the wild, kill some crabs, find an orc, and he kills me. I was trespassing on his property, and I was like, well, what are you going to do about it? Whips out a big-ass sword. I have, like, this little dinky sword. I'm like, well, I'm dead. And then I never played the other ones because that was, yeah, like I said, never touched them. The first one I played was Morrowind, but... anything else anybody has?
Well, just
No.
look forward to the number of cat players of all of us just running around in circles.
Meow, meow. I love how we were kind of pissed out. Like, people got an uproar about, like, Kung Fu Pandas, but yet Skyrim has giant kitty cats and no one cares.
Come on, man, it's Khajiit.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
still kitty cats.
There's still gigantic kitty cats. Like, I don't know what the hell the
Come on,
pandas are called.
yo, they're Khajiit.
They're
Who are
kitty
cats?
cats. And they dance, 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 and they dance, dance, dance.
They walk on two legs. How is that? They have arms.
They also have fur and kitty cat faces and kitty cat ears.
Tails.
And
Tails.
they meow when I make them meow.
My name is Mittens and I require milk.
Oh, we are just gonna own online.
Dude, I am going... we were going to hunt down all... You know what, Nick? You and me are going to be the cats, and we are going to be the murderous cats out there. We will kill everybody.
Or die trying several hundred times.
Because we're going to probably run into that asshole who does... He, like, eats, sleeps, and shits Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls Online, and he's just going to, like, destroy us. We're going to be like, yeah, what do you got? Brandon's over here wailing his two swords like a maniac, and then Nick's over there using fire hands. He's like, well, you both, you're not even close enough. He's missing me completely.
And then, he just pulls out a little laser and we start chasing it around.
He just throws out a ball of yarn. We're like, oh, a ball. Just drop our weapons. He just walks away. God damn. All right. If you like our shenanigans, people, and all this stupid technical difficult, all that shit we go through, like us on Facebook. Visit our website at bloodyscreen.weebly.com. You want to, because we do answer questions or comments or just whatever,
Importantly, the YouTube page.
And yes, and subscribe to our YouTube page and check out our Let's Play videos. I understand I basically decided to start that in the wrong fucking month. But you know what? Whatever. Check them out. We may not have, really great games yet, but that's because there ain't shit out right now. You stay tuned in August when we get some badass fucking games, asshole. Yeah, so, anyways.
Good way to get good reviews.
I know, just start cussing at everybody. What are you, a pussy? If you're a pussy, you subscribe then, huh? Come on. What, you scared? No. Anyways, yes, that is it, everybody. Good night.